What is going on, Entertainment So Time? Come tell with another video. Y'all know it's another week with these idiotic biatches. Okay, pack of idiot biatches. Before I get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. All right. First of all, I'm very irritated. Not only because you ever forget something at somewhere else, and you gotta drive back after you driven where you were supposed to go, and then you left something. So I'm already irritated with that. And then this wasn't the finale. I'm irritated as hell. So if I'm a little bit meaner than usual, oh F it well. Like, Zeus, y'all dragging the hell out of this season, and it's really starting to get on my nerves. And y'all know I'm not the one to really complain. I'll be the main one, be like, oh well, guys. No, it's too damn long. I thought this episode was gonna be the finale, but it wasn't. Like, why would you guys drag it out for one more week? For what? To see Nally hand out some baddie chains? Really? I just feel away. So Lex, you guys, is very emotional because of what she experienced with Bad Dolly. Okay, she's in her confessional. She's just like, I'm sorry, y'all. Every one of Lex's confessionals just give me Disney Channel. I just want her to do this. Dun, 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 dun. With the wand. Like, we need her with the wand. It's shade. Like, we need Lex with the wand. You hear me? Dun, 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 dun. And then kick her big feet up and then hit the wall with her big feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was sad to see that scene. I still feel it was very traumatic. Zeus could at least blurt out the damn tart that they picked her up in like she was a damn garbage can. Okay? And Lex, you know, is emotional about it. Summer FaceTimes her and Lex FaceTimes her about the whole situation. And, you know, Dolly's just like, you know, I never experienced no seizure. My name is Seizure. I never knew her. Like, basically, she never had that history in her family. So it was a really traumatic thing. There's a lot of controversy surrounded about the pill stuff. Do I think what's being told from her story is 100% true? No. But like I said, I don't think it's cool to poke fun at somebody if they do have some issues like that, because it is serious. Okay? But I don't 100% believe what's being put out there about she took this and that and then that's it, and then boom, the seizure happened. I don't believe that. That's just my opinion. It is what it is. The great news is, though, that she's still safe and that she's healthy and that she's in great spirits and that she was alive. Okay? Because God knows what could have happened, you know, where they was at with the Zeus that work. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, the great news is she's alive, right? She does her exits interview. She's just like, you know, I want to thank Zeus for sponsoring my ad bad. Let me stop. You know, y'all know I love that song. Say he want no baddies, so sponsor my ad bad. Sponsor my ad bad. Doing me do bad. Sponsor my ad bad. Y'all know I love that song, right? So she said, thank you, Zeus, for the opportunity. What I found very interesting, Lex, she didn't say you. Now, I ain't like that, Dolly. That girl was crying over you like you was her sister, her baddie sister. You could at least said, you know, I'm finna miss Lex and Summer, because those were the two that really made sure I was straight. You say I'm finna just miss Summer. I said, ooh, can Lex get a little bit of love? That was quite peculiar to me. I ain't like that. I know y'all didn't get close until like towards the end, but like her and Summer made sure you were straight. Them other girls could really give a crap. Nally's like, what happened? Seizure. Oh. Caesar, as in Caesar Manuel? Seizure. Oh. Like, them girls could have, you feel me? Like, she actually like really cared. So I ain't like that, Dolly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like I said, I enjoyed Dolly this season. A lot of you guys didn't. What I will say, though, if you come back for Africa, don't be Summer's sidekick. Don't be defending her and don't be up her butt, because that girl has taken away your star power and you just kind of became a little bit of her babysitter. And we're not trying to see that. We're trying to see Dolly standing alone. We're not trying to see Dolly and Summer. Okay? I'm just saying. You know, she said she gonna make it work. She gonna make it twerk. Also, Dolly, next season, I want you to come with a whole lot of calcium pills, B12, milk in a jar, portable at all bookends, water to hydrate, IVs at the house. I'm not finished, okay? Vitamin D, so the bitch can get some sunlight. On hand bandages, okay? Gauze, alcohol wipes, and disinfectant alcohol spray. You'll be fine. I think you would have a great time in Africa if you have all of those items on hand. So we see Rolly telling Natalie, Scotty, and Tinka what happened to Dolly and stuff. And like, I'm sorry, like Natalie's reactions just always seems inauthentic when it comes to a serious matter. Like, seizure? Huh? Natalie, I'm telling you, I cannot wait to see Diamond pop you. The shade. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just need a good popping. I'm sorry. Just like, Natalie just come across so fake to me. Like, just so fake. Seizure, she was complaining about her hand. Yeah. Okay, so Rolly's telling her what's going on. Rolly's like, oh, Summer and Lex, they really had her back. They were there for her and everything. And Scotty and some of the girls, they're like, hey, like, regardless of us having issues with her, like, we're glad she's alive and well and that she's okay as a baddie. Basically, like, hey, we could beef with the bitch, but we don't want her to die on our hands, especially in Zeus' hands. So we see the newbies talking to each other. Jasmine, Summer, Lex, Big Ivory, and they're kind of talking about how the whole Dolly situation affected them. Summer, you could tell, is really traumatized. Say what you want about Summer, but I feel like she really does care about Dolly as a friend, and she really is a true friend by how she's acted about this whole situation because she never left Dolly's side, right? So Lex, on the other hand, wants revenge for Dolly. She started blaming the whole situation as to what happens because of Jayla. Apparently, the punch ricocheted Dolly's system. Who knows? Do I think that had like a big effect on it? Maybe a little bit, but not as big as Lex was making it seem. Because Lex wanted blood. She's like, I'm going to beat Jayla's ass. I'm going to beat her butt. Whoop her down. Okay? You know how Lex do. You feel me? So she was pissed. She wanted Jayla's head on a platter. Okay? I was surprised though. Her and Ivory get along really well and are a lot around each other, and nobody really acknowledges that. Like, where y'all two bitches beefing? But y'all around each other in scenes and and nobody says anything. That's why, like, this show. Natalie, I see what you're doing. You feel me? I don't think their beef was that deep, to be honest, to even begin with. So Natalie FaceTimes Lex to catch up with the girls to find out how Dolly is doing. Because in her words, it's my job to make sure the baddies are okay. But what happened to that when Rolly got popped out in the chest with a Glockiana? This is what I'm talking about. Like, Rolly, one of the dumbest people to be is Rolly, and how her loyalty is to Natalie, because how she's so concerned about Dolly with a seizure, which I get is 100 times more serious than what happened with the Tommy situation, because it was a fake BB, right? But keep in mind, what's her name? The one with 6 skin tones. Tinka. I'm sorry, Tinka. Tinka had to get the damn bullet lodged out of her skin, and so did I think Rolly. So like, that's still pretty serious. Who knows what if the bullet would have been like infected the bloodstream? Like, who knows? So it's like, for you to take her situation serious, which I think it was 100% right that Natalie checked up and make sure the girls were straight. You should have that same energy too with the girls. And Rolly, you should feel away. That's just how I feel. But she's FaceTiming Lex or whatever, and then she's like, "Can I talk to Big Ivory?" Well, Ivory, I want to tell you, we're having a special guest, and it's gonna be Melanie. Okay, which we're finally getting Melanie the second to last episode. Who knows if the next episode is the last episode? I'm sick of you, Natalie. Oh, I swear to God. Next week better be the last episode. Oh, I know something, right? So she's just like, oh, I'm bringing her. She's going to be our special guest. I just want to give you a heads up. Ivory's just like, yeah, I know. She's desperate. She needs the money. I'm telling y'all, this is Ivorine. Ivory has left the building. Ivory is a bougie girl. She been had the coin. She gets to the bag. She's no longer a South Central baddie. She don't squabble. She fades. You feel me? Because Ivory, you can't tell Ivory nothing. Ivory got the coin. I said, where did Ivory get so bougie talking about she needs the money? I'm like, ah. Do y'all peep that? Is that just me? Like, I'm just like, okay, Ivory. Ivory's feeling her puss. She got that Zeus chest. She'll know what it is. But I live for it, though. I live for people elevating their life. So, hey, that's good you ain't being out with not STV all your life. And that you leveled up and did something with yourself. We want to see that, okay? Mel coming on the show, though, I just feel like Mel kind of played herself. The reason why is because you came so late in the season and they barely gave you a scene. You had to literally fight your first day there, and then you left. And like, I feel like she should have said no and waited out to be on Africa for a full season and came to the Africa auditions and maybe fought every other auditions. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like she played herself, especially what happened at the reunion. She didn't even come literally on stage. So it's like Zeus is never gonna want to mess with her again because apparently she ran up on with the check. They said she went off with a 19K plus check. Zeus is never gonna cast her again first. Okay? I'm just saying. For the girls that don't know the history between between Ivory and Melanie, aka Big Shroom. So the reason why she calls herself Big Shroom, for the girls that don't watch Not at TV, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little breakdown. They both was on a show called Young and Reckless. Ivory was an original. Melanie came a little bit later. Okay, she actually came late. She was original too. She came a little bit later. At the point that she came into the house, Ivory was already squabbling with a lot of the girls. She was squabbling a lot of girls down, beating them up. Okay, by the time Mel came, she came with some chocolate shrooms. Okay, move over, Willy Wonka. We got a bitch named Melanie, and she got a treat for y'all. She came with the chocolate shrooms and she started eating the chocolate shrooms. She shared the chocolate shrooms with the rest of the castmates. Y'all, I'm not even making this up. This is real tea. Not as TV people, y'all can verify it for me in the comments. She ate some of the chocolate shrooms and she shared it with some of the cast members. She didn't bring the chocolate shrooms. I'm sorry. That part I got wrong. There's a girl on there named Ferragamo. And I ain't talking about the designer. The bitch's name is Ferragamo. She came on there with the chocolate shrooms and she took the shrooms and Melanie said, can I get a piece of the shroom? And Ferragamo said, yeah, here's some of the shroom. And she ate the piece of shroom. After she ate the piece of shroom, she started spazzing out. She thought girls was talking about her behind her back and stuff. They went out to the club. She came back. She just started tripping. When she starts tripping, the Ferragamo girl who gave her the chocolate shroom, she tried to kick her out the room. She tried to kick the girl out the room that gave her the chocolate shroom. So Ivory, being a big lesbian that she is, she had a crush on Ferragamo. So she like, you not fight Ferragamo. You not throw her up out the room. The girl still, Big Shroom Melanie, she still fought the girl Ferragamo. But she's tried to, fight some of the other girls too. Shroom, she fought another girl there too with a country accent. She beat, minked her down. So Ivory said, we got to put a stop to this. I got to put a stop to this shroom master. So then she squabbled her down and boom. And there started the beef. They did another season of Young and Reckless. Now that season, Ivory, when Melanie was asleep, she threw a piss. She pissed in a cup and she threw it on her while the girl was asleep. Now the girl didn't realize she got piss thrown on her until she woke up. It smelled piss. Hence the song "Drink My Piss No Cup." You up. And that's the story between Mel and Big Ivory. She didn't want to tell the story in detail, so I thought I'd give you guys the detailed story. So it's basically like the story between Peter Griffin and the chicken. Ivory's Peter Griffin and the chicken is Melanie, okay? No shade, Ivory. You know what I'm saying? But if I was Melanie, I feel the same way too. I want to fight you every time you threw piss on me. That's nasty. That's acidic. That burns, maybe. depending on the piss. Like, it's just like, ew. It's just like, ew. I would be Melody too. Every time I see we had to fight. So on the way to the dinner, the new girls or whatever are talking, and Summer is still traumatized about Dolly. You know what's so funny? And I say this every weekend. It's Jasmine. Jasmine be in the back giving the smuggiest face like this dumbass hoe. Like, she don't even gotta say nothing. But I just read her face. Go back to that scene, y'all, where Summer was talking about how she feels like she's out of it because of Dolly. And there's a little clip. There's if you look in the back, you go see Jasmine face in the back like stupid asshole. She just always look pissed off anytime Summer is talking, and I live for it because it's just so funny to me. Like, she just do not like that girl. It is hilarious to me. Oh, I'm sorry. The OGs on the other bus, they talking about how Mel is coming. Why we gotta have a special guest? They so entitled. They don't want nobody to take the spotlight. They don't want nobody to take the shine because they so ready to squabble at this dinner. Okay, like I said, I really feel like Mel played herself because it's like it was already so much going on, and you just came, fought Big Ivory and lost. But 2 rounds at least. That 3rd round, I think Mel may have did her big one because she ain't had no wig on, and she was maybe able to keep her head up. Okay, so we'll see when that airs. So the OGs get there, and Zeus, you ain't slick. You hire one of the Samoan security guards to do the fire dance. Sorry, stop. Zeus said, hey, we get a little tight on the budget. You know how to work the fire? He said, yeah. And he started swinging. I mean, sorry, no. It was, they get there, they had one of the Hawaiian niggas, do the firework or whatever. And Natalie's there. Natalie, y'all, has a new wig. Natalie, you skipped the season, bitch. We are still in the Midwest. That hairstyle was made for Baddies Africa. Okay? What are you doing with the animal print on your wig? That will look so out of place. Hawaii is for something pink, floral, yellow, red, orange, and you got brown and cheetah print. Like, what are you wearing? No, that was for Africa. Okay, take some cues, some Scotty and Lex. Put some butterflies in your hair, bitch. So they get to the dinner, y'all, and it's so ghetto. Like, Hawaii, all us black folks don't act like this, okay? Because you got them, they got these 2 middle-aged women doing their Hawaiian, and they're like, they doing their little Hawaiian dance, and then you got these just sitting there ready for a squabble. Summer come in with literally not a do-rag, but a freaking whatchamacallit. Damn, not y'all know what I'm talking about. The thing you wear tonight that you go to sleep for girls. She got that on, literally tied up with some flowers, something, trying to make it look Hawaiian. Look ghetto as hell. The girls just sitting there ready for a squabble. So as the Hawaiian women are dancing, they're like, ooh la la, ooh la la, right? Some are going to get up and walk that Natalie. Natalie, you knew damn well she was coming over there to start some ish. You're talking about, they have a little small talk. Some are using your ass just to get close to the Scotty and hit her. So she's starting to talk to her, whatever. Next thing you know, you hear Lemmy Pepper, whatever producers off in the background. Summer! Summer solstice! Summer! They yelling for Summer. They're like, Summer! Summer not hearing nothing. She go over there. Autumn really is having Scotty back. Y'all peep that? Let me stop. Like, she really having her back, okay? She's like, watch your back, Scotty, watch your back. So she go over there. They start to squabble. At one point, Summer looked like she was hitting Natalie. I said, get her! Hit her one more time. To the left. To the right. Get her one more time for me. I'm just saying, okay? Natalie, you should have told her to sit down the moment she got up. You could have prevented that whole situation. The small talk and everything, you knew what she was trying to do. And Summer, what Biggie said, a Betty knows the time and place. You could at least let the little Hawaiian ladies finish off their dance before y'all kept squabbling. I hate how Baddies brings these people to these nice environments, because then when people of us try to go over there, they gonna think we on the same type of time. And bitch, we not. And I know Hawaii's in the US. Some of y'all in the comments was saying that shit like I don't know that. And Scotty, let me tell you, when Scotty get mad, she get body. You can't tell me Nathaniel. Like, Scotty be on timing when she feel away. Like, she get angry. You hear me? She was like, oh yeah, get your bitch. Get your Natalie, get your bitch. Okay? She telling her, get your B. And then she pulls out a box. She says, guess what, Summer? You were into Baddies chain? I got your Baddies chain with me. If you want your Baddies chain, come and get it. I took it out of Natalie room. I said, Scotty is really asking for problems. Not only are you trying to make somebody fight for their chain through you stole it from Natalie. Oh my God. Let Natalie find out. Natalie was hated. I heard on Instagram. I've seen posts that she done said about that damn chain. Okay? But Natalie, it's your fault. Why you got that chain lying around like that, you dumbass? Okay? Them girls shouldn't even have access to them damn chains. That's your fault. That's what Scotty was supposed to do. She's a baddie, right? She's doing bad girl type things, stealing stuff. They used to do it all the time. That was bad girls, because she would have took the chain, broke it, and put it in the pool. And then told her it was in the pool if she wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, please let's not act like, Scotty just did something out of the absolute norm as if she's some villainous bitch. Oh, well, she's a baddie, right? Okay. Point for Scotty. Shout out to Scotty. 1 point for Scotty. All that fight, I just wonder what them Hawaiian ladies was thinking. They're probably thinking, oh my God. Like, it's just like, they're making us look bad, y'all. So next thing you know, they made Lex come in. Lex come in with a black, she already had her hair wrapped and everything. She come in there like, what's up? Jayla standing there. She bop. Here's the thing. Y'all made it seem like Jayla got tore out the frame. Now, she didn't lose. Sorry, Jayla. She slammed you. Jayla was holding on for dear life, bitch. I said, ooh. The fight was an uncomfortable fight. But did I would say Jayla got like tore out the absolute frame? No. Did she lose? Yes. Because she got slammed and Lex got a little few more hits than she did. But if Jayla wasn't holding her tight like a damn teddy bear, it would have been a wrap for her. And I think that's why she knew that. That's why she had to hold on to Lex for dear life. I never seen Jayla do that. Jayla gets up, there goes the flipper. You know what I'm saying? Jayla tooth a bleeding mouth. And Jayla, you are nasty. You're a nasty baddie. Because why would you try to spit with a mouth full of blood? Oh my God. These girls hold no damn boundaries. They're gonna go to hell with it. It's just spitting blood. She's on my, I said, ooh. Now that second round, I'm gonna have to give it a tie, but leaning more towards Lex winning. Sorry. I'm sorry, okay? But Jayla held in there for that second round. She was still trying to throw them blows, okay? Jayla got hard. Nobody could ever deny that. Like, say what you want. And I will say, though, Lex did the biggest mistake by coming on the show and revealing to us that she's a fan. She's been watching her dorms, Baddie shot a clock on, pledging. She probably did a pledge to be able to go to the auditions. So it's like, you did reveal to us that you are a fan. So we're not going to forget that. And the way that you came on was very fan-like. Okay? I feel like Ashley was in her ear. Hi, Ashley. We know who you are now, bitch. Clock it. The girls that know. Okay? Comment down below if you know a bitch named Ashley. Yeah. Next thing you know, Scotty and Summer go at it. Say what you want. A lot of y'all like, oh, Scotty missed a lot of her hits, blah, blah. Summer wasn't hitting at all either. She got a couple of hits in, but let's not act like this wasn't Scotty's best fight. You got to give it to her. This is one of her best fights, one of her best showings, besides when she beat up T at that reunion. Poor T. T done twirled into Tyler Perry's arm, so she's living good. She'll be all right. You feel me? But this is one of her best squabbles, if we're going to be fair. It really is, okay? She was almost able to get Summer to the point where she was going to get her to the ground. Security had not broke it up. She was about to swing her onto the ground and start boop, boop, and start scooping. So at the end of the day, Scotty to me took the W with that. Say what you want. Okay, I just feel like Summer kind of went into it already a little bit defeated because she felt like a lot of the girls was cheering Scotty on. Plus, Scotty shot that chain in her face, and y'all all know how much she wanted that Baddies chain. So I think that defeated her even more going into it. It's Tasiki talking about, yeah, you see that, Scotty? I trained my sister. Girl, bye. Your boxer, okay? We just need to make a new role for Tasiki. Let's just have her in the background teaching the girls how to squabble, training the girls how to fight, and technique classes. Baddie technique classes. How about that? So next thing you know, Anna and Summer get to fighting or whatever, and Natalie goes over there to sort of break it up. Now Scotty yelling at her, she like, "Oh, get in the paint though, Natalie, get in the paint." Mind you, Summer swung Anna around using her hair. Anna, I don't know why you had all them inches in coming in knowing you had to squabble all them times. What made you think that was smart? Okay, why made you think that was a feeling? Like, why would you come in there with all that hair? Summer used that to her advantage and swung you around like a rag doll them first couple of rounds. Now, Scotty yelling at Natalie to jump in there. I don't think Natalie has to fight in there. I'm sorry. This isn't her fight. This isn't her beef. At the end of the day, she really wasn't in the midst of the girls. She's just instigating and being a producer. So I do feel where Natalie's coming from, even though y'all swear I don't like Natalie, I'm so biased against her. She was right. She doesn't have to jump in or fight for her or for Scotty. She doesn't have to. Okay. So she starts yelling at her. She like, swing, bitch, swing. Okay. And Natalie's just like, don't tell me what to do. So next thing you know, Lex starts calling out for Scotty's fate. I done told you at the reunion, Scotty stood there, don't get me wrong. But it happened. Okay. Lexa her did not get that one-on-one. Don't know why she's so nervous. Okay. She didn't want the squabble. So she stood there. So same thing sort of happened this time too. Natalie funny though. She talking about, yeah, that's the next fate to happen. You and Lex. Yeah, you and Lex. What's up? Huh? Scotty said, no, you're not gonna tell me what to do. She didn't want the fade. Okay. Now Anna and Summer go again for another round. Bitch, I thought I was watching a game of Mighty Guy. Y'all remember Mighty Guy? You know the stick figure that be hopping on top of the car? That's what it felt like. It felt like two Mighty Guy sticks fighting. Okay? Anna did a lot better this round. Although the hair was still to her disadvantage because Summer was able to kind of swing around a little bit. She was punching a lot more and not missing them hits. So I will say Anna kind of got her that round, but you know, the hair was still not working in her favor. Okay? I'd have looked ridiculous fighting with that little. She had a flower on top of her head. It was like two little girls fighting from middle school. Now we get finally the introduction to Big Shroom. She gets her intro. By the way, Melanie is T. Y'all know Melanie look like one of my best friends, Gigi. I'll be telling her all the time, like, girl, you look just like Melanie. You look just like Melanie. They both got big titties. Like every time I see her, I'm like, Gigi, Melanie. I thought they was gonna get her at the reunion, y'all. I had to put her up on game. I said, hey, don't let them get you at the reunion because they gonna think you Melanie or something. You trying to be incognito, bitch. You better be don't let Tasiki and them catch you, girl. Anyways, she looked amazing in her intro. Melanie is gorgeous. There's no denying that. She's always been gorgeous, been that girl. In her confessional, she basically admitted, were you talking about Ferragamo? Go back early in the video, y'all. I'll put y'all onto the T. Were you talking about Ferragamo was being fake and was talking about Ivory behind her back? Because I could see that. Okay, so Ivory's getting prepared. She put her hair up. She got a mean back clip. Who gave her that mean back clip? That back clip helped Ivory out immensely. You hear me? That back clip was able to clip all of that hair. Automatic could have used that back clip. That back clip held it together. Ivory said, beep, beep, beep. Melanie went swimming and she could almost compete in the Olympics the way that she was swinging. I'm talking about just, you would have thought she was driving a car. but with her head down. It was really bad. Ivory tore her the first round. It was actually sad to watch because she didn't get to really even introduce herself. Like, hey y'all, it's Big Shroom, it's Melanie, yeah. It was just she just started swimming for the first time we seen her. That second round, Shroom was coming out slowly but surely, but Ivory was still getting that. I don't know what made Mel put her head down a little bit too much in 2 rounds. I don't know why. That third round, I'm scared for Melanie again because it looked like she went in like this. I'm like, what are you doing? If y'all haven't watched Now That's TV, I suggest I watched it. Those two have had some really good fights. There have been some points where Ivory has tore Mel, and there's been some points I've seen where Mel has tore the hell out of Ivory. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, this is one of the instances Ivory was the victorious one, and that's just the case of the matter. Okay, I'm very disappointed, baddies, because this is all we're getting. Like, and not even that it's being dragged out at that. So it's like, what really are we watching at this point? Natalie, I really want you to think about that because it's like, thank God I cover other shit besides Zeus because it's getting really tiring. Let me know what y'all think down below about this episode and Raw Babies. No personal thing.